So in today's video, we're talking about 3 systems that help generate my first $100,000 in business. So I run 2 tech companies, GoNomad and GoFlex. You may have heard of them. Doing really well. And it has always been my goal to make them really, really successful. And thank God for my team. We are here today, right? And I hope that in this video, I can share 3 practical tips that will help you get there as well. Now, you know that on this channel, we talk about business, economy, finance, everything that helps get your business to doing at least $100,000 in revenue every single year. So in today's video, we're talking 3 systems that help me get there. First on the list, a traffic system. What is a traffic system? Well, it's simply how do you get eyeballs to your offer? How do you get eyeballs? If people are not taking a look, nobody's going to buy. Simple. Because nobody buys from obscurity. Everyone buys from visibility. So we have to get you seen, right? So your traffic system essentially just consists of 3 things, right? That's what makes up the traffic system math. Let's go to math school right now. Traffic system math. What is it? Views, visits, and opt-ins. Let us break it down. Sounds like big English. Views. What are views? Well, that's the foundation, visibility, your content, your advertising, every single thing that you put out there that screams, hey, I am a business. I have something of value to offer. That constitutes views, right? So you can do that through social media, paid advertising, influencers, communities, webinars, whatever it is. Every single mix of promotion counts as a view. It helps you get seen, visibility, right? Second piece of the traffic system math is what? Visits. So when people take a look at what you have put out there, a piece of content, a piece of advertising, right? What happens next? Ideally, you want them to visit maybe your business page, your website, your app, something, right? You're trying to direct traffic somewhere. That's the entire goal, right? So you take the views and you direct it to become visits, right? So visits are people who land on your pages, right? Your website, your web app, your sales page, all of those things. You want visits. So you want to convert views to visits. So how do you say the right things? How do you show the right things that gets people interested enough to go from being counted as a view to being counted as a visit? All right. And then when you have gone from view to visit, the final piece of the traffic system math is what? Opt-ins. So someone has visited the page. Someone has visited the app. What happens next? You want them to opt in. So by opting in, that simply means taking first dips, right? Having a taste. It's like having a taste, right? Ever had a taste of something? Like you didn't fully buy in yet, you just had a little taste to see whether or not you like it. Exactly. So how can people have a taste? One of such ways, of course, is by creating lead magnets, samples, tasters, right? That people can just have a glimpse of the experience with you. You see tech companies do something called free trials. Why do you think they're doing free trials? It's to give you, the visitor, a taste so that you can opt in, because to access that free trial, you most likely have to give them your what? Your name, your email, personal information about you, so you can have a taste of the product, so you can have a feel, see what it looks like, right? A good example, your favorite AI apps, all of them. Every single one of them told you that you can sign up for free, right? But every single one of them now has a paid plan, right? So the free access is first dips, right? Is a taster. That's how they get billions of users. And then when billions of you have opted in, there's a good chance that if we say, hey, the full thing is $20, $200, there's a good chance that millions of you from the billions at the top would sign up. So that's how your business should function too. Put out stuff that helps get you what? Seen, visibility. Now you have views. The social media platforms will say, hey, you had 3 million views, right? So 3 million people saw that piece of content. But after 3 million people do see that, what happens next? You want to make sure that you're directing those views to become visits on your website or your sales page, whatever you use, right? So when they become visits, the traffic system on your back end, Google and whatnot, will say, hey, you had 3 visitors today. When they do visit, you should have action buttons, right? Opt-in forms on your platform that helps people opt in, get a taste, download a lead magnet, sign up for a free trial, do a test thing, request a demo. You want them to opt in. Why? The next system would explain exactly why, and that is your conversion system. What is your conversion system? Well, it's simply everything that has to do with your offer and your follow-up. So when they've opted in for a taster, right, to just play around, see what you have to offer. What is your core offer though? That's a big question, because that's what's going to help conversion. What is the offer? What are you actually going to be promoting to them, right? What is the offer that you are creating to put in front of these opt-ins? Once they see your offer, if it's good enough, a couple of those opt-ins will convert into your main offer, and then the rest of them, you would have to do what is called follow-up. So your offer helps you close on the front end, right? Depending on how well structured your offer is, it closes automatically. People see, oh my God, this is so great a deal, I have to sign up. But then there's some people who need a little bit of nudging. That's when your follow-up funnels or your follow-up messaging comes in, right? And so offer plus follow-up makes up your conversion system. And then once you have that, now you have the customers in the door. The final piece of the magic is your delivery system. How do you actually deliver the product or the service? The experience that your delivery system creates is what creates lifetime customers, right? So, assuming that you have a service that you want to deliver, can you automate, can you leverage automation, right? Where in 2026, a lot of things can be automated. How can you leverage automation or automation platforms to deliver services and also leverage partnerships? So those are two things that I like to preach today when it comes to delivery systems: automation and partnerships. Stop doing everything alone, okay? It's better for you to have 20% of 100 than 100% of 0. So partner up, collaborate if you have to, okay? Leverage automation systems, stop being manual. Automation systems will create a good experience, right, for your clientele. They'll create a magical experience, right? It will save you time and create a good experience. And then partnerships also will help you tap into new expertise that you ordinarily do not have access to. Okay, so automation and partnerships. Now, these three things, when stacked up rightly, can get your business to $100,000 a year. It did for me, and that's what I'm sharing for you too.